poppin' YouTube? It's your boy KiteZz here with my lovely, beautiful wife. It's just Alex.
What's up, peoples?
Hey, today it is Flock Talk episode 26. 26 weeks of Flock Talk, and unfortunately 25 was the last Flock Talk. We will be having the Pop the Bloom with Arlette Amuli discussion. So it was fun while it lasted. Shout out to Arlette and BM, wishing them nothing but the best. Hopefully their content keeps going consistent. Unfortunately, that is the end of it for Flock Talk. Flock Talk will be moving forward. If there becomes another Pop the Balloon or something that we talk about or we do, hey, that will fill in that spot. But unfortunately, after the situation that happened, even our Flock Talks got hit. And the Flock Talks don't even play the full videos, but we still got hit on Flock Talks. So I have to go through, for the sake of keeping our own original content, I have to go and clean up some of those Flock Talks and get that stuff up out of there so we can at least have the conversation, you get what I'm saying, still on our platform. So hopefully everybody's having a blessed day. Hopefully everybody's been healthy. Hopefully everybody is just feeling highly favored today. I thank you guys for all the support that you guys have been showing us. I thank you guys for going to the channel. The people that went to the Twitch streams will be happening. We just got to get ready for this little season of transition. The Bible says that the Lord will close doors that no man can open and open doors that no man can close. So when a door closes, it's not up to us to get mad and feel like something's wrong. It's for us to look at the fact that, hey, there could be something that God is preparing us to do, and that we should not be comfortable in staying in a same spot. Comfort breeds weakness. If you are comfortable, you are allowing yourself a era of weakness. It is when you are uncomfortable. It is when you are constantly on the move. It is when you are prepared to make the moves and decisions you need to make. That is when you are at your best. You get what I'm saying? So, yep, faith is, that's life, living by faith. Exactly. I am 100% confident that God did not give us this platform just so we can just lose it. So at the end of the day, whatever direction God needs to move the content and move the platform, I am not going to fight it. I am not going to be angry about it. I'm not going to sit there and cry over it. I'm going to let God do what he does. He gave it to us. The Lord giveth, the Lord can take it away. And if he hasn't took it away, who am I to be upset? We didn't lose. We didn't lose the rest of our content. We didn't lose, bro. Our channel is still up. Even after the situation, we still went up more subscribers. We still gained more subscribers, even after all that. So it's like, at the end of the day, can we be mad? No. Is it a disappointing thing? Yes, 100%. Is it a scary thing? Yeah, because it caught people off guard. You feel what I'm saying? It caught people off guard. And there's a lot of communities right now, the reaction communities, a lot of the reaction communities on fire right now. And it's fine. A lot of people are upset. That's fine. A lot of people are celebrating the downfall of reactors. That's weird. That is weird. And I'll be the first one to say that. That's weird. If you're happy that somebody's living is being affected, you're weird and you need help. Because at the end of the day, the same way you can laugh at reactors losing certain content is the same way people can laugh at you getting terminated from a job that they don't agree with. So if you're over here tap dancing and you're on people's channels going crazy, like, that's what y'all get, that's what y'all get. First off, they never told y'all to click on their channel to begin with. How you hate reaction channels, but you always in reaction channels commenting? That doesn't make any sense. You hate the content, but you take time out of your day to watch the content to hate the content. That makes no sense. Like I was telling people earlier, we had a dude in here talking crap about TPindell. Talking crap about him. in our chat. Why are you going to other people's videos beefing with a guy that has nothing to do with us? And then you're talking crap about the dude, and you think we gonna just sit there and be like it, and you know, it's cool, we celebrating like, yeah. That's weird. That's weird, yo. T has been nothing but nice to us. That man let us react to his Pop the Balloon. So why do you think you can come to this channel and insult the dude and we gonna just be like, oh, that's straight? What is that? What is the logic in that, yo? Y'all see this? He was doing his own Pop the Balloon stuff. He was doing South Florida Pop the Balloon. And then you got people going in his channel. Y'all got people going in his channel talking crap about him, calling him a leech. Do y'all know how much stuff this man did for the YouTube sphere? T been making videos since I was a kid.
Yeah, and with Dashy XP.
It's crazy.
They used to do really good content.
I'm glad you said that, Alex. Did y'all know T was working with Dashy XP? But the people love Dashy. How you beefing with T?
He does skits, he does podcasts, he does like gym content, he does cooking tutorials, like he does vlogs, he does Pop the Balloon.
Y'all are calling pioneers to the y'all call pioneers to the YouTube space weirdos, and y'all had the nerve. Well, not I'm not saying y'all as in you, like the people in here, because I know if you're a member of the flock, you're not this type of person. But the fact that people are using this situation to try to call somebody out and try to talk and sneak this, his Pop the Balloon was successful. The only reason why he didn't keep doing it is because contestants were flaking on him.
Yeah. He talked about it in his podcast.
He is an OG of YouTube, man. And I'm sitting
Super
there.
OG.
I'm sitting there. I'm looking through the comments because I'm reading the stuff. And you got a homeboy. He ain't never even, he every time he on our channel, he just talking crap about T. Did you think you was gonna be safe here? Like we was gonna be like, oh yeah, we agree? No, buddy. You reap what you sow. So please, how about we practice just being good people, dog? Reggie Clark with the $2 bomb. Y'all been my favorite creators for many months. Hey, shout out to you. We appreciate you. And I'm glad you enjoy the content. That's all that matters. But y'all see, don't let people start creating narratives and start making y'all hate people for opinions that are not even your opinion. I'm seeing people online beefing with reaction channels that they never even watched. That don't make no sense, bruh. Y'all regurgitating opinions that aren't even your opinion. Thank you, Yankee. Don't be hive mind haters. How y'all hive mind hating? That don't make no sense. What's actually happened with T? I tried to look it up, but must have looked it up wrong. He got hit with the same thing we did. He tried to what he did was he did the reaction to the latest Pop the Balloon. He did his latest reaction. He had it members only because he couldn't monetize it. And I guess they didn't like that. They took that mug down. So it's fine. He's gonna be good. T got 2 channels. He's gonna be straight. we had people that don't like him coming in our videos talking crap about him, like we was gonna sit there and support, which is not what's finna happen. T did 7 episodes of Pop the Balloon. That's what happened. At the end of the day, we gonna stand with people that stand with us. Shout out to people that shout out us. Shout out Grown Men Talking. If y'all ain't been watching Meet to Marry, we gonna be finishing up the rest of the episodes. We got more episodes to finish up. Shout out to Grown Men Talking. Shout out Meet to Marry, man. Shout out to them, so y'all can see it on the screen. Shout out to Meet to Marry. They putting in work. But that's enough about me ranting, because y'all got 2 streams full of me ranting. Let's actually have some conversation. It's time for us to have some good conversation. Don't forget to press that like button. Don't forget to engage with the content.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
We doing blessed and highly favored.
Okay, good. Hey, it's a Friday night, so that's always good. I'm ready to kick my feet up and enjoy the weekend.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, so like, I didn't know y'all was starting off with my topic early. I thought I was like down the list or something. But yeah, so like pretty much, where I came from on my topic, it was and again, this might be a question for like, cinephiles or moviegoers or whatever, but like, I kind of miss the era, I'm kind of like an elder millennial. I'm like in my early 30s. Like I know Cali, y'all had Blockbuster Video, right?
Yeah, we did.
Of course. And there's Hollywood Video and family videos and stuff like that. But I was just talking about how I kind of missed the era of like, going into like a video store and, kind of like being in discovery mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might be there to rent, I don't know, Blade 3 or whatever, but then you might discover something else, as compared to now where everything is at your fingertips. And that's cool and all. I do like that, but it takes away the joy of discovering things. I like the music streaming part of today's world where, you don't have to get a bunch of CDs or whatever, but it's like when you used to discover video games, like, there's still GameStops out there, but when you used to discover content, by walking around the video store, walking around in the game section in the Blockbuster or whatever, I just miss that kind of like community you would have like in a video store where you would be, you run into somebody that say, hey, you should rent that movie, it's good, or you should rent that game, it's a great play. Whereas everything now is online and accessible. Do y'all feel like that's a little intimidating compared to like, the discovery mode of the past? And for people who are a bit younger, who are used to this in this generation, just having everything digitally at their fingertips, when you hear the past of the Blockbusters and stuff, do you cringe? Do you feel like, oh man, I don't ever want to live in an era like that? Like, what's your take on it? I don't know. It's just something that was on my mind because I kind of do miss Blockbuster.
That's a great topic.
Yeah.
That's a great topic.
Yeah.
Nah. So basically, do you guys miss the era? And we can expand it even more. Do you guys miss the era of when you had to go into stores to buy things like your films, your games, your little accessories and stuff like that? Like before, do y'all miss the era of actually going into stores, interacting, versus now we're in the era of everything is online, instant gratification, accessibility. It's a double-edged sword. So hey, raise your hand, let's talk about it.
One more thing too. Do you miss and I know we Christians, but do you miss the bootleg man?
Yeah, for sure. Heck yeah, I miss the bootleg man. Oh yeah, I got Medea 1, 2, and 3. Brother, he didn't even film the third one yet. What you talking about? Yeah, but I got it already. Just buy it. It's $7.
All right. Well, all right. Everybody start raising your hands. We're going to start bringing people up. Before me and Alex going to answer it, and then we'll let people talk. But my answer, yes, I do miss that era. I do miss the video store era. I do miss the Hollywood video era. I do miss the peak GameStop era. I miss when stores used to be packed with people that actually were interested in the same thing, instead of now where everything is at a superstore, where I can't walk 5 feet without bumping into somebody, where I can't even go check out my items without standing in a line for 40 minutes. To the people that, bro, I grew up on Hollywood Video. Blockbuster was for the people that, you know, y'all was in the good spots, but when you was in the hood, you had Hollywood Video. Hollywood Video was the ghetto Blockbuster, bro. Hollywood Video was so ghetto. It had a video store, a gaming section, and then a food section in the same spot. You could get a burger, you could get a movie, and a video game in the same section, and then they were selling Kinder eggs in that mug, man. Yeah, bro, I missed it because as a kid, unfortunately, all these stores started to close down when I turned like 8 or 9. So as a kid, my mom used to go there to get her movies, bro. That's how I found all the games I fell in love with, was in these video stores. And it was full of kids that was just like me. They used to have the little machines plugged in so everybody can play their games together, and you can play the little demos and stuff like that. I used to be at that little demo thing. It felt like I was there for 3 days. You feel what I'm saying? But it was cool because you knew everybody in there was on the same timing being in there. Everybody was either interested in movies or everybody was gamers. And it was so good now because at the end of the day, they also had the demos there in person. And they actually had people that knew what they were talking about. If you came up and grabbed a game and said, hey, I want to buy this game, is it any good? You had dudes in there that worked there that had such a passion for gaming. They'll be in there like, yeah, man, I played that for 46 hours. Let me tell you my flaw with it. It's a little bit like this. It runs good on this. You're going to enjoy it for this, blah, 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 blah. And the dudes was actually right. They knew what they was talking about. Now you go online, bruh. I guarantee you every game review says the same thing now. It's a visual masterpiece, or I don't like it because it's this. It's a Souls-like masterpiece. Everything is Dark Souls now? Or they do this, they compare it to another game. Yeah, man, this game is the next Sekiro. This game is the next Ghost of Tsushima. This game is the next blah, blah, blah. This is the next Destiny. It's like, bro, them dudes used to be so passionate. They never used to compare it to nothing. They would give a full-on thing. I miss that era. Alex, what about you?
No, I miss that era too. I miss that era where, like, how you were describing, like, I remember as a kid, my mom, we used to go to like Blockbusters a lot. We used to have movie nights all the time. I'm going in there, I'm getting some bunch of crunch. I'm getting my popcorn. Facts. I'm getting, and it's the popcorn that's in like the it's like a little plastic thing, and it's already in the popcorn box. Yeah. You just throw it in the microwave. I'm getting one of them. I'm getting all types of snacks and drinks, and I'm picking about like 3-4 movies, and I'm gonna play those movies for 4 or 5 times. Those movies will last me like a good 2 weeks, and then I gotta go back and return them. All right, cool. I remember those days where like, and then it goes beyond like DVDs and like movies and stuff like that. I miss those days where my mom, she used to have a big old CD collection. Like we used to go in there and just pick out a whole bunch of CDs. And you just flip through the book, and it's just endless, a big old book of just endless DVDs, CDs, all types of stuff. Yeah, I miss that era. I do. Mm-hmm. I feel like the world made sense then. I'll send the Discord link right now.
I got it.
The world just made sense. Like, all the movies were great. They were wholesome. Even the bad movies. I don't even be mad at the bad movies. Like, I remember watching, what movie was it? I can't remember. It was like an animated movie. Y'all remember them times we used to get a bootleg movie and it used to be somebody walking past the camera in the movie theater?
Oh my.
Or somebody's daddy is hey, shut up front. Like, I miss those. I miss those days. It was ghetto, it was bootleg, but like, that's kind of the timing we were on. Like, that was still good to me. I miss those days.
I think the best part about those bootleg movies is when we used to watch it and we used to try to predict if it was gonna be a ghetto bootleg, like if it was gonna be legit or it was gonna be a good one. We used to be laughing. A movie would be boring, but when you see that one person walk with their head and they put their head in front of the camera, and you hear the guy who's bootlegging like, "Hey, dog, move!" We used to be in the house screaming, dog. That crap was so good.
I think today, and I was just telling Kite this. I've been telling Kite this for the last couple months. Like, I'm really about to get started and start going to Walmart. And you know that big bin that they be having in the middle of Walmart, and it's just all movies, like old movies and stuff like that. I'm about to build a physical copy because everything is digital. Everything is like quick, like you said, quick gratification and all that kind of stuff. But it's like, what we gonna do when the internet shut down? We can't watch nothing. Everything is on a streaming app. I feel like it has more meaning when you have a physical, tangible copy of something versus everything being digital. And this ain't the LimeWire era where everybody burning CDs and stuff like that anymore, or got a floppy disk. Okay, nobody's doing that anymore. So I miss those days. I'm about to get my own physical copies going.
Okay. So first, Will Too Humble. Go ahead, big dog. Do you miss the era of the video store or the store shopping in general, the old school way?
Oh, what is good? And to answer your question, yeah, absolutely. I was definitely around the time. I knew for a fact I was around that time was because whenever I went to the dang on Blockbuster, best believe I was waiting for the Blade 1, Blade 2, the Matrix movies. Like, I was waiting for all of that. The Animatrix or something like that? I think that was another one too that, I was up there waiting for as well. Shoot, even got introduced to games like Devil May Cry, things of that nature. Dragon Ball Z, like almost anything you could think of as far as entertainment is concerned, it was there. I can't even make it up. Like, I had family, we would sit there and go there every single time. And this is how I knew it was wild, because whenever we went up in that bad boy, everybody was sitting up there just wilding. Sitting there screaming, hollering, because we about to sit there and find something great. Whenever we find something great, it was like, we had to get it. We had to get it. And most of the time, it was an action movie. Like, it wasn't really like any other, genre of movies. But if it was definitely like a horror movie. Like, around my family, it was literally an action movie or a horror movie. Because if that adrenaline gets to you, oh yeah, it's over. Oh yeah, it's over. You cooked. Like, you were satisfied. Like, things of that nature. And the way I see it now, oh yeah, it's over. It's over. Come on, man. You got robots up in here, in all these places now. Robots is like literally everywhere. You got Chat GPT, things of that nature. Like, they're able to do all that stuff for you, help you cash out whatever it is you need to cash out. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, during that time frame, I definitely wouldn't have changed it. I wouldn't have changed it at all. If anything, I think it was great because it was cheaper.
No, that's a fact.
It was definitely cheaper. It was cheaper. So, but yeah, that's just my opinion on it.
Okay. Shout out to Will Too Humble. All right. We got Mr. Yankee. Mr. Yankee, do you miss the era of the old school video?
God bless everybody in the Flock Talk. Hope y'all week was beautiful. Heaven smiles upon you. God bless everybody that's in this talk today.
Bless Mr. Yankee.
See, I'm gonna start talking. You gonna make me want to tell my age now, man. Okay. I came from the days where before Blockbuster, we had the mom and pops. We had the grocery store selling movies, renting video games. You had your neighborhood boot your neighborhood mans and them. I ain't gonna put that out there, man, 'cause I ain't gonna try to mess. I don't put out. I nameless the names of people that I still keep in contact with, because that's a hustle. Because I used to do it once upon a time. Because you had a computer, you knew how to get on certain sites, especially torrent sites. You knew what to do.
Them LimeWire boys.
That's here or there. Don't
them LimeWire boys.
Yeah, bitch. Pirate. No, I'm talking about the Pirate Bay, baby. Pirate Bay. Pirate Bay. Hell, Pirate Bay was the spot because you can download games if you knew how to play it right and know how to code.
Yeah.
If you got to unlock Xbox or PS5 or jailbroken PS5, you knew what to do.
Yeah.
But getting back to everything, yeah, I do miss it. I do miss it to a certain point because being in a video store was a communal experience, though. Because I say it like this, just like how my man said, horror was the main topic. Yeah, I'm an '80s baby, so I grew up with movies like Fright Night, Creep Show, Tales from the Dark Side, Pet Cemetery, anything Stephen King, the Four Fathers of Horror, Freddy, Jason, Mike, and Chuck, and and Sawyer. Yeah, those were my go-tos. Even though I wasn't able to get it because my parents thought that I was a flake, like I was candy. That I couldn't handle it. But my uncles, thank God I had good uncles, man, because it was for my uncles, man. Them having HBO, them having Laserdisc, them having VHS players, I would never know the joys of Mad Max, Star Wars, all the Indiana Joneses, all the Nightmare on Elm Streets, all the Friday the 13th, all the Chuck Norris movies, the Bruce Lee movies. That's why when I got to the age, like let's say I had my Blockbuster card, I could truly say when they first opened in Blockbusters in Michigan, I had mine when I was like at least 9 going on 10. That's how far it goes back. And I'm born 81. So you could do your math on how old I am now. But here nor there, I miss those days though. Because remember, going to Blockbuster back in the day, they had the Blockbuster Video Game Championship. Like you would play a certain amount of games, like Final Fight Guy, Clay Fighter, and F-Zero. If you passed it and I made it up to the I was in the top 10 back in the day. I made it to the top 10. I was in the playoffs for that. True story. And was almost at the finals till I lost against this one cat who was playing in Clay Fighter, which was weird. I still kind of think he cheated, but that's neither here nor there too.
30 more seconds, man.
Days. They always had Blockbuster. Blockbuster was called the uppity people's video store. I like going to the hood video stores back in the day. Hood video stores used to have where you can rent out.
Oh, he getting cooked. They stopping the video.
Back in the day, when PlayStation 2s was $600 out the gate. Christmas time of what 2000? No. 99, 2000, 2005. Yeah, bought my PlayStation 60 gig from a dude at King Video.
Dang, they cooking his vision. They cooking his vision, bro.
I'm gonna sit down for a minute.
Hey,
I said too much now, man.
That man didn't open up core memories, dog. He was opening up core memories. I respect it though. I respect it. I'm not even mad at it, bro. I'm not mad at it. He start opening up memories, dog. He start opening them up, bro. Go ahead, Nitro.
No, Yankee was out of line out here. Gotta talk to him.
Hey, I respect anybody that was, you know what, say what it is and keep it 100, bruh. Because we all adults in here. Everybody done watched adult content, bruh. It's just some of y'all be bougie and act like y'all wasn't in it. I'll admit it. I never got to be inside the thing, but when that curtain flipped open, I saw the adults walk in there. I was like, oh, that place look crazy. I ain't get to go inside, but I seen that they had the section. Shame on all the men that was up in there. They was in there. I saw couples walking up in there. I said, y'all some freaks. Go ahead, though, Big Nitro. Go ahead, man.
You expect me to talk after this nonsense?
We gotta play that clip of TPindell the Super Freaky.
Let's get
that's the favorite thing. But just saying the one thing real quick, outside of like going to the Blockbusters and like the reason why when KiteZz talked about like when you went to these stores, you actually got someone that actually cared. Don't forget they're seeing what aisle you're in, right? You got to hear the passion of what the person's talking about when it comes to that certain topic or whatever. There may be the same thing that you like, so they're able to review it to you properly, or maybe you're trying to get into a new genre and they're a fan of it, so you actually see that passion. And then you got the video game side, like you had the little game centers and whatever. When the games started coming out, and you go to Blockbusters and you get the new release, and you just pay like what? I don't even know how much the rental fee was. 'Cause I'm in Canada, so it's priced a little different, but also inflation. So, but no, it was a good time. And then I had the bootleg place. I guess those off-brand movie places that was across the street from where my mom used to live.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the only time my mom ever picked up a Super Nintendo controller for me, because we rented the Super Nintendo, and I remember it was the Power Rangers movie video game that had the White Ranger, and it had the Black Ranger, the Yellow Ranger as the black girl, right? So I picked the White Ranger, and then my mom picked the girl. So yeah, that was the only time that my mom ever picked up a game controller to even play a game with me. So I remember that one really well.
That's good vibes right there.
Yeah. That's it.
All right, shout out Big Nitro, man. Nitro, you a mod, so technically I don't need to move you down. You straight, bro. But
I'll just mute myself.
Okay. I mean, that's your choice. All right. Bear Claw started the topic, so I'm gonna have Tina. Tina, go ahead, talk your talk. Do you miss the era of the video stores and all that? Do you miss that old consumer era?
Okay, so I'm the youngest one probably on here. So for me, it's kind of nuanced, because when like DVDs and everything kind of like died down and all that died down, I was still kind of young. But so I probably was like, I don't know, I was a little sheltered, and my parents are older. So like for me, when we really like, when I started to get into like streaming and stuff and like Netflix and stuff, I was probably about 12, maybe, well, not 12, probably about 9, 10, probably. Yeah. And I think like for me, I like convenience, but at the same time I do feel like it's kind of taken away the what's the word, the like the fun of like the gift of like movies and TV and stuff like that. Because like before it was like, okay, like I'm excited to watch this, but because it's like at my fingertips right now, it's like, it's like, whatever. I get bored pretty easily now. I think compared to like when I was younger. Like my attention span has gotten so much shorter now because of like streaming and stuff like that. So I do feel like before it was like fun, it was like a gift, but now it's kind of like, it's like whatever, I get to watch something. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my thoughts.
No, that's valid.
I agree with that 1,000%, because I'll be feeling like that too. I'm like, ooh, I've been waiting on this show to come out for months, and I finally see it, and it's finally on Netflix, and I'm like, I don't have the energy or nor the capacity to even watch this show, so I don't end up watching it. I end up scrolling on YouTube or something. I feel that.
You want to know? She brought up a very valid point, and it's because accessibility got completely eliminated. The joy and experience of when you finally get to go and see it. I remember when movies came out, you had to wait till the end of the school week. You had to wait till that Friday or Saturday for you to go to the video store. For my family, it was Sunday. Sunday, we would go to the video store. We would go get a box of Little Caesars pizza, the $5 pizza. Go to Stater Brothers, get you a box of chicken. You feel me? Get you a box of chicken, some pizza, and y'all would share a 2-liter soda, and y'all would watch y'all movies. And then you would talk about that movie when you come back to school that Monday. But now y'all get that movie at the touch. Some of the kids be like, oh yeah, this movie came out. Some of them is watching the movie as soon as they get to school. They can just upload it on their phone. So it gets rid of that excitement behind it. It's just like, oh, here's another one. Some of y'all watching 2 movies at one time because y'all have so much access. Y'all got rid of the joy and of the experience of it. You feel what I'm saying? Blessed. Go ahead. Do you miss the era of the videos? Do you miss the era of the movie stores?
Hey y'all, hey everyone. I definitely do miss the era. It does not fail. Oh, sorry. I kind of also wanted to like approach the question and just like kind of the overall nostalgic era. I feel like that I am feeling right now, like just that whole era. Like I remember literally having an MP3 player, like literally listening to Aaliyah, Boys to Bed, like just all of that. And I remember like my friend, like she had the Wii, and like we would go over to her house, and all the other kids in the neighborhood, we would like play the Wii and just dance and like be active and just play outside. And I remember definitely like y'all were saying, the bootleg DVDs. Like some of my first like and favorite movies were like hardcore on the bootleg DVDs, like Mulan, G-Force, Alvin and the Chipmunks, what's it, Blindside. And then but I do remember like going like shopping in store for like my first Nintendo 3DS, my first iPod, like walking into the Apple store, walking into GameStop. I like remember also we would drive and go to Redbox to rent out movies that we couldn't see in the movie theaters and like watch it at home. Like I just feel like it was just a sense of just like y'all said, just
Baby.
I just echoed that. Yeah. As soon as she was talking, she's like, I'm gonna start talking too. But I just really, really enjoyed that era. I just think it just had like a sense of just overall community and like just being in touch with reality. Like now we definitely are really more scrolling. Like I'll be real, like yes, I am scrolling on TikTok and all the things, waiting on my new show to drop next season, you know, like it's so real. But I love that question, and maybe we can still kind of have it. I don't know if it'll, I guess we're just kind of fully digital, like more and more, because it's so crazy that Generation Beta like started this year, and like they will never experience a DVD, what it's like to have a radio in the car. Like it's just gonna be fully touch screen everything. So
VHS tape, everything.
Literally. So that's just one of the things that kind of is like bittersweet. But yeah, that's all.
Hey, shout out to Blessed and shout out to the baby. Yes, sir. Baby. The baby. All right, Smiley. I'm unchaining you, brother. Do you miss the era of the video store, the old school DVDs, the blockbusters? Do you miss it?
Hey, I even go deeper on that question. Like, I feel like the millenniums, like the people that's in their 30s, is probably like in between the Gen Z and like the Alpha generation. Like they seen everything change. You get what I'm saying? Before, like they is in that middle. So to answer your question, I'm more so older Gen Z, so I could kind of remember like the red box and like the blockbuster. So in a way, yeah, cause I even remember even like going to the mall and like going to the DVD store or like just getting the snapbacks. Like remember when the snapbacks was popular? Like yeah, like getting the snapback hats. And you know, Travis Porter was popular, Soulja Boy with the t-shirts, the franchise boys, like that whole snap era with the Lil Jon, like yeah, and all that. Dave Chappelle, like I had the whole Dave Chappelle DVD set, like everything. So yeah, and like it's sad. Like we can't even like really go to the mall and pick up girl numbers no more. Like the new virgin is sliding in people DMs now. It's crazy. But yeah, like I do miss those days, man. You like Soulja Boy, tell him like on phone now.
All right, shout out Smiley, man. Shout out Smiley. Miles, do you miss the era of the retail store, the old school video stores? Do you miss that Blockbuster bootleg era?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can, brother.
Okay, I guess me and Chris gonna have to clean this up, man. Let me start off by saying, no, I don't miss none of it. I don't miss not one thing. I'm already gonna start it off right there. Nope, I don't miss none of it. I'm glad it's gone. I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. I didn't like none of it, and I'm 33. So yeah, miss me with all that. Y'all living in the past and all that. Oh, I remember the old time. Nah, I ain't trying to hear that. I move on. Let's get on with it. I grew up with the Blockbuster too. I grew up with the pagers, and you had to call in to actually tell somebody what the text to the pager that your mother or your father had. I didn't like none of it. I hated it. I hated being in the car and I had to look at the map as my mom was going by, and I was the GPS. No, I ain't like none of it. I didn't like when I had my first car and I had all cassettes. I had 50 cassettes in a box and I had to put them in and out. And no, I didn't miss none of that. Y'all tripping right now. It's about, I missed the old. No, all that stuff was dumb. And if you feel that type of way about it, if you want to feel like you're back in the old days, go to the library. They got a whole DVD section. You can rent them out and you can bring them back. So if you want to feel like you're back in the old days, then go get a library card. Bet you ain't got one now, do you though? I bet you ain't got a library card. You talking about the old days, huh? So yeah, so missing with that. Not the library?
Our library, yeah, out here in Cali, our libraries is closed, gang. we got everything is digital.
I mean, if you look up library, you can find something.
You gotta go to the only libraries we really got out here. I can only speak for out here. Is the only libraries we got is at college campuses,
country club, country club libraries where you gotta bring your ID, your social, you gotta bring your last bank statement,
just to get the card. Bro, you need a social to get a library card, bro. Like, it's good.
Yeah, all this movie discussion. I mean, I get what people saying because I do believe in having some nostalgia stores. Some stuff should stay in style. Like a candy store. Like it's the essence of like the old school restaurants. I mean, I like the old school cheeseburger spots. They used to have like the banana boat hats and ice cream parlors. Like I get it though. There are some things that is kid friendly, nostalgia, bring your kids to. I get it, but I do like the modern way of doing things. I'm sorry, like if some of y'all didn't live those things in a way where you realize, oh wow, I see why they have like the modern technology. It's just better. Like reading a map while you driving, it ain't the safest thing in the world, y'all. Like I'm just being real.
We understand.
When
we been through the MapQuest phase. We've been through it. We had chirp phones. We had the pages.
I used to get slapped. I used to get slapped up in the back seat because I didn't know how to read the little Google instructions the right way. I understand.
No. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about we was kids back then. Imagine you being the driver and have to look at a map. It's a little different though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about MapQuest where it tells you, hey, hit this, hit that, turn left here. I'm talking about like literally like a map with a bunch of lines, and you got to look at where you got to find out where you at first, and then you got to look to see where you're trying to go. Like I ain't got no compass. I got to look at the sun and see which way is north or south. I ain't got time for that Boy Scout stuff. I don't even know which way we going for real. Put your tongue out and lick it and see what direction is north. Come on now. But no, if back where I'm from though, we got a lot of old school movie theaters where they play a lot of old school movies and stuff. So, you can always, if you want to relive like the 90s or the 80s or the 70s, 60s, and 50s, you can actually go there and you can watch like old movies like Harlem Nights or, Tom Sawyer and all that stuff. And so you can still feel like you back in the day. But as far as like the modern stuff though, man, give me the modern stuff every day, man. I don't want that old stuff, man. Y'all need to grow up. We're on a robot. I love it.
I think, hold on. I think you're attacking this from an angle that I don't think people were saying. I don't think because I agree with you. I love the modern stuff, but I think you interpreted this question of like, do people prefer it over that instead of, because two things can be liked, right? I enjoy all the stuff that's modern, but it's one of those things I can still appreciate the fact that because things weren't as accessible as they are now, it was the matter of when you finally got to like these type of things, like when you, like I said, we used to have to wait till Friday, Saturday, Sunday to go see a movie, versus now that excitement, that buildup of, oh, I can't wait till Friday, I can't wait till Friday. It's not the same now. A movie dropped today, I'm like, man, I ain't in no rush to see that. I'll watch it whenever I'm about to go lay in the bed or something. You get what I'm saying? That excitement that was around it is gone now. You get what I'm saying? If I'm making any sense?
Not to me, only because I still get the excitement.
Okay.
You know, it's just the excitement. The excitement is just another direction of excitement. Like, it's still the same excitement, but it's just in a different light. You know what I mean? So it's like, for me, I have a streaming box. I still go to the movie theaters, but I have a streaming box. Right. So I still get the excitement of, man, I can't wait for that movie to hit my streaming box so I can watch it. You know, I still get the same excitement as if I was going to the movie theater. It just looks different. You know, and I think sometimes we get caught with, because it looks different, people think that it's, you know, the old school is probably better or feels different. No, it's the same excitement. It's just a different feel. It's like a paper towel or toilet paper. You know, it's you can still use things. You can still use the same thing for the same situation. Do you want to? Probably not, but it's still a tissue at the end of the day. It's like, the excitement is still excitement. You just got to just redirect your energy. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. No, that's fair.
I think the experiences are too different, like completely different, in my opinion. Because going to a movie store and like you searching for a movie and somebody walks up on you like, oh, hey, what are you interested in? Like, and you have a conversation about all these different genres and movies and stuff like that. Like the community that you build while you're doing it versus, oh, I know this movie's coming out, I'm gonna go hop on my Roku and wait 5 minutes because I know it's gonna drop in 10 minutes. Like, you know,
we were playing.
It's a different experience.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Can I say something about that real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I get what you mean, Alex, about the excitement, like that what you're saying right there. So I had a friend literally, and she's in Seattle, and I got a friend in Ontario, and I got a friend all the way in Thailand, and we hit each other up. We all got a super box, and we all wanted to see the movie Fish Tank. It's a London movie, and it didn't come out. It was out in 2008, and then it finally came on the box. They all called us. They called me at the same time with the same excitement that you're talking about. Said, dude, it finally came on. We gotta all watch it. And I was like, what came on? Fish Tank. No, it did. Where? Okay, where do I go? Like, we had the same feeling. You know what I mean? It just looked different.
I think
it's kind of like people who love their cassette tapes, and then people like CDs. You know, I know people who love cassette tapes, you know, back in the day, but people like their CDs, you know, and then people like, I like my streaming. You know, everybody like what they like. It's all the same likes. It's just look different. You know what I'm saying? But everybody got the same energy towards what they like. It's just a different look.
I think
makes sense.
True.
I think because I get what you're saying. I rock with that. That's a valid point. I think it's more. I think the thing that makes it so nostalgic for people was the sense of like community that came with that era, right? Like one thing you pointed out was like the ice cream parlor things, right? Bro, when we used to go to ice cream parlors, it was a big deal because you didn't go to those often. So when you would go there, it's tons of kids, it's families, it's the ice cream guy who was passionate about his job because he making money that day. And it was that atmosphere of like, dang, this is so cool. And then now you go to the Baskin Robbins or you go to the what we got out here, Alex?
Dairy Queen,
Cold
Stone, that expensive ice cream.
Yeah. You going there now? You going to those restaurant, those little spots now, bro? Bro, you got a dude back there.
They're trash because the customer service ain't right. The customer service is terrible because they don't treat you like they treat you more like a customer. They don't treat you like a neighborly family member. You know what I'm saying?
But
a lot of those franchises, they don't treat you right there.
It's not even, it's that. No, you're 100% right. But it's also the fact there's no sense of community in it no more either. When it don't matter what time or day you walk into that Cold Stone, you will see 10 Door Dashers before you see a family that has some kids that are just excited to see some ice cream. You'll go to a movie store, you'll run into the clerk 3-4 times before you run into a group of guys who are looking for a game or a movie that you're also interested in. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, because everything is so accessible now, or everything that we used to go to has been killed off to the point where everything is at a Walmart or a Target. It don't hit the same. Now it's like if me and Alex want to go buy a new game system, I gotta go to this Target or this Walmart right here. But now I'm not in there with people that are passionate about gaming or whatever. I'm in Walmart with just everybody and everybody everywhere.
It took us 2 days to get a camera. It took us 2 days to get a camera because you got people in there that don't know nothing about anything that they're selling.
Right. And so Smiley's right. You don't even have to leave your house. But there's times I don't want to be in the house all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to go outside. I want to go experience and go talk to people and stuff. But you go in there now because everything is so compact and congested and everything is just all over the place. You don't even get that feeling no more. Like it's like everybody just on the go. Everybody just on their move. They doing their thing. You get what I'm saying? Am I making any type of sense?
Yeah, but I also agree with my.
New York City is the most movable. We the fast paced.
Yeah,
city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's New York.
We know everything is. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta remember like where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? So I try to what you're saying. I get it. Trust me. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
And I agree with what Miles was saying earlier because like my whole biggest thing was like the experience in it all. But if you still have the community in the feeling of that experience overall, whether you got it. A physical version of it or a digital version. So I get it. I get why you're explaining it that way.
Yeah.
Y'all really want beepers? Y'all really want a beeper?
I wouldn't mind no beeper.
No, you know what? I'll show you what I want.
I wouldn't mind.
I'll show you what I want. I'll show you what I want right now.
I want that Galaxy flip phone, man.
I want the flip phone. That's what
I
want.
It's Chris. Hey, yo, Chris, man. When you get up, yo, talk to these people, man.
No, Miles, look. Miles, look. This is what I want. This is the era I miss. I used to feel like the man with my flip phone, dog.
I miss me a good sidekick. I'm not gonna lie,
bro. I miss when I used to drop my flip phone. The only thing I had to worry about was my battery popping out. Not that my screen was gonna break. Not that my buttons was gonna shatter. Not that I was gonna lose internet connection for 3 days, bro. Look how my phone looked like a weapon, dog. I gotta have super cases on this mug. You feel me? This phone hit the floor, it's cooked. I drop a BlackBerry or I drop a Nokia. On the floor, I'm cracking cement. I drop this phone, it's exploding. You feel what I'm saying?
Now, remember the first generation like touchscreen phones? Remember when Apple first came out and how big and bulky and compact they were? And then as they got older in the generations, my cousin threw her phone on the bed, her phone cracked. Her iPhone cracked before her eye.
Yeah. But no,
my mother had the first cell phone, and she told me all the time her first cell phone. She said, "I ain't like it. That big bulky suitcase." She was like, "Man, missing with that." Like, no, I don't like that. I don't miss none of that. Right. I wouldn't want to have a phone that's built like a suitcase. I had a landline in my Cutlass Calais, the first one, the 1985 Cutlass.
Nah,
I'm trying to get a house phone.
Not the Cutlass Calais.
We don't even got house phones no more, bro.
Nah, he had this. Yeah. He had them serial killer cars, bro. That's that old school. Men in Black type whip, man. When they used to be chasing people down in them old school movies. He had that.
Oh yeah.
When everybody was wearing trench coats with suits, bro.
Yeah, I'm old. Chris, man, talk to him, bro. Talk to him, brother. I need my brother to talk to him.
Chris been waiting, man. Chris, go ahead, man. Do you miss the era of the video store, the gaming stores, all that stuff? Do you miss that old era of consumerism, basically?
Okay. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? This is the king of the clown talk now. See, they call me clown, but anyways. But no, because I'm 41. And it was a hassle because you have to wait in line. Definitely if it was on a Saturday or Friday night, you have to wait in line. And sometimes the lines would be super long. And also, speaking of these like tapes and everything, sometimes people wouldn't take care of them. So guess what? The actual tape would be messed up. So when you get to the good part of the movie, it would either freeze on you or something would happen. Same way with the DVDs. Since people didn't take good care of them, they would actually freeze. So no, I don't miss it because least when you download something, you don't have to worry about it freezing on you. You don't have to worry about if somebody took proper care of it, because it's actually yours.
Can I add something to that?
Yes, go ahead.
Do y'all know now, because we're so advanced in like modern society, that even if you buy something online and you download it, you technically don't own it? Like all the Sony, all the PS5 players, they got all of their games removed from Sony. So if you download a movie or something like that, they could snatch it out from your digital library without even giving you a reason.
Yeah.
Because you just own the license. You don't own the product. You own the license.
Yeah, not the product. I learned that the hard way too.
Okay.
No, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, but listen, I'm just watching that movie for that particular night, so I'm not really looking to own it. So, I'm not looking to own it or anything of that. But yeah, because when I was a kid, because I would have to put on my clothes. I would either have my parents drive me to the place, and that would be a hassle in itself as a kid, like begging your parents to go there and all that stuff. So no, I actually like the accessibility because it's less time consuming.
So was your experience was your experience with that era of consumerism, was it just always bad? Because I feel like when you focus only on the bad part, you tend to forget the exciting part. Like, yeah, it was a hassle to get your mom there. I used to get whooped for asking too much, but when I finally got there, when I finally got that game, and I finally got, they used to let you rent the game for 5 days. When I finally got to rent my game for 5 days, that whooping was worth it. I was playing Pikmin. On the GameCube. It was worth it. I had my little Pikmin digging up dirt. But it was 5 days of amazing dirt. You feel what I'm saying? Like it hit different. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Not to be negative, but I'm just giving my own my own personal experience from it.
Right. I respect it.
It's just easy, and now I can literally go in my room, watch a movie without have to drive anywhere. And I don't have to worry about like fitting it into my day. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't have to like do all this stuff just to get to the movie. I can literally like watch it while doing other things. That's all.
No, that's valid. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Chris.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Hey, I want to note something.
Yankee wants to go last.
Yeah, I want to note something. Chris and Miles both came to the stage and didn't beef with each other.
Now they're gonna go to the chat.
But you see that Chris and Miles were able to consistently talk without beefing with each other, bro. Miles even threw the assist. He pressed the R1 and threw the assist to Chris. This the new era, bro. This the new era of Flock Talk, man. What you talking about? Let's go, man. Hey, Marie. I think it's first time speaking up here. So Marie, go ahead.
Yes.
Hi guys.
How you doing?
I'm excited. Hey. Hi Kite. Hi Alex.
Hey.
I'm a little nervous, so I'm sorry if I trip over my words and everything.
You straight?
Basically, I do miss the experience. So I do agree with you guys about the experience about the video stores. I'm from New York City. And I remember growing up in Brooklyn in East New York, and my dad used to work at a video store. So that experience of being a child, going to the video store, I was definitely into like Pokemon, and I had Nintendo. So it was definitely an experience for me. And just going through like the DVDs and, the movies. And it was definitely an experience that I shared with my father and interacting with other kids. So I definitely do understand when you guys speak about community. It's definitely something that this era is lacking. So like I said, living in New York City, everything is so fast paced. So we're so quick to get things. The attention span is getting shorter. So we're just quick to go here, quick to see these movies, quick to just, have you do things without actually it. And I think old times we had experience to it, we were enjoying. And so as a mom, I'm like, look at my son, I'm like, you're not going to be able to experience that, you know? But I do try my best to have my son enjoy things. Like if we go out, I don't have him be on any electronics. Like I try to have him experience what's around him, because that's definitely priceless. So I definitely do miss that era of just being within the community, knowing people, interacting. It's just a whole nother feeling. So I definitely do miss that era.
Okay. Marie, some of the New York people and the Brooklyn people, they asking, what video store did your dad used to work for, if you remember?
Oh, I do not remember, but I do remember it was, I lived in Pinkin and Sutter. So for anyone, I don't remember the name, but that was definitely where I lived at that time. It was between Pinkin and Sutter in East New York.
Okay.
Okay.
Shout out to all my New Yorkers up in here. Shout out to the big New York, man. Big respect. Shout out to you, Marie. Great job for your first time.
Thank you.
And she was on time. She still had a minute to go. Look at her. She was doing her big one. She was doing her big one. All right, Bear Claw. I think Bear Claw wanted to say something else.
Yeah, I just wanted to say something. I loved all your takes on this part. I wanted to add one thing to what Miles was saying. The library has some pretty dope movie selections in there. The audio books too. So shout out to the library. There's also digital options with your library card. You can go on Hoopla, Canopy, but that's neither here nor there. I want to say, nostalgia is great and everything, because like when you would go in a Blockbuster or a Hollywood Video and you'd you be in discovery mode. It's great. It's great memories. There is a dark side to it too. I wanted to tell just share like a short funny story. So there was a friend of mine, because I want to say like the window between when the film is shown in theaters to when it's on video on demand is so short now. It's almost jarring. You know what I mean, you could at least have to wait 4 to 5 months before Matrix 5 was available on demand. There was still a little bit of anticipation. Now it's on there next month. I'm like, dang, you kind of make us not even want to go to the theaters anymore, since we could just wait at home and see it in a month.
Right.
So I have a friend of mine. I think John Wick 4 was out, and he didn't catch it in theaters. It was in theaters at that time. So he's watching it, and he's watching the bootleg version, where I'm talking about the real classic nostalgic, like vintage bootleg version, where people are standing up in the theater. And I say to him, I said, bro, look, it's 2025. You ain't gotta subject yourself to this. You can wait a month and it'll be on video on demand. You can wait 2 weeks, bro. And he hit me with man, I don't forget where I came from. I ain't too proud to watch this version of John Wick. I was like, brother, it ain't about pride. You don't have to watch it where Keanu Reeves draws his gun and someone stands up and you miss a whole action scene because of pride. You wait 2 weeks. Wait 2 weeks and then you'll watch it on demand. But him and I went back and forth. But I said, there's a dark side to nostalgia too, where people really are stuck in the past. It's like still searching on the LimeWire to this day when Spotify and Pandora exist. So I don't know. I just thought that was a funny story.
That man said,
that's true.
He said, I ain't forgot where I came from. You out here watching accessible films. You soft. You soft. I'm not like you. You got soft hands with your instant videos. I'm a big dog. Big dog do big dog things. What am I mother? We watched the bootleg. What am I? You out here digital streaming. Get it through the mud, son. I had to find my bootleggers in the mall, son. And you never knew what you was gonna get.
He didn't find it at the mall. He found that man. He found him at doggone Kroger.
What you know about being in the parking lot of the 99-cent store? You buy a Taquitos, Fabuloso, and a bootleg DVD. And it come in a white wrapper with just a DVD, but there's nothing on the logo. It's just the DVD. So I
don't know about y'all, but my bootleg man, he sold pets too. He had fish, he had turtles, He had snakes, birds. He had it all. DVDs in a pet shop, all in one. Okay. Yeah.
He was a jack of all trades, boy. You can get you a parakeet and Fast Five in the same formula. Bro,
that's why I went to Petco and this lady was like, "Oh, how big is your turtle?" I'm like, "Oh, he's this big." "Oh, you must have got him in the back of somebody's trunk, huh?" I said, "Oh, how dare you? I got him from PetSmart." Not saying it ain't never happened, but I got him from PetSmart. Why are you assuming I got him from the back of the truck?
Hey, can we shout out to the fact that the bootlegger dudes was the original consistent hustlers, dog? Yes. Bootleggers, they used to be on it, dog. You got 85 copies in Norbit, and you outside from 5 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. in the hot sun with a trench coat and a beanie, with your trunk open, blasting music, and you just selling DVDs, bro. Boy,
but we also gotta acknowledge they're the reason why if you bootleg something, it's a felony. Okay?
Yeah,
they was willing to do hard time for this.
I can't
for your
hate
$5
the paper
CD.
Chase. I can't hate the paper chase though. I can't hate the paper chase because you know what, bro. Bro, you gotta respect the fact that they was risking their freedom for a 40 ball. You about to get a felony for a 40 ball. What you talking about? You trying to get a streets Wally for the sake of your freedom, dog. You gotta respect. They was willing to lose access to their families for 5 to 10 years just to make sure the streets had Norbit. What you talking about?
No, Janae said the lady at church that used to sell the purses out of her trunk, bro.
They was doing it.
She had every Obama purse.
Selling fake Gucci.
She had the Obama cups.
You selling the first lady fake Gucci. You risking salvation for the 40 ball, man. The hustle ain't what it used to be now. Now we just steal people credit cards. They used to be real hustlers back then, bro. Your hairstylist was also your plug, man. You getting DVDs and some braids, dog. What do y'all know?
And you getting fed. And you getting fed. Somebody coming in there selling plates. They coming in there selling plates.
They used to be selling.
They coming in there selling pillows. They selling pillows on a stick.
Bro,
they selling shoes.
Dude walk around with a bag just full of snapbacks, man. Y'all don't know the hustle, bro. My mom was a hairstylist, bro. They used to come into the store every single day. Selling new merch, selling FUBU jeans, dog. You walked. I got them FUBUs in the car. They go to the trunk. They got 80 pairs of jeans just lined up. What size your son? I got it right here. That's your size. Go try them on, nephew. It's like, bro, they was real hustlers, dog. Real hustlers, bro. They was real hustlers, man.
Oh, so good, bro.
Bro. Armed swordsman, go ahead, family. My fault, man. We didn't went off on a tangent.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Because you done said everything I was going to say.
My fault, bro. Bro. Say it again. Go ahead and say it again.
So, I live in Jamaica, right? So, the official CDs, we only get those when a relative overseas send them. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So our bread and butter was bootleg. I was our bread and butter. So there's nothing because the guys used to have a tarpaulin and like they have the CDs layout. So just in case the police come, them can just take up the tarpaulin and move same time. Right? So our thing now. Those times CDs used to be like $100, right? That's about 75 cents now, right? So it was $100, and you could not come from school and it's like you walk into a war zone at the time, right? Because for some reason, each of them are beside each other. Right? So it's like a fight. So it's like we're at the bus park and like they're fighting to see who can get to the entrance or who can get the space at the entrance of the bus park. So when the school kids come to the bus park, it's like everybody's like, hey, I got the new Naruto, I got Bleach, I got One Piece, I got that series there, everything that's hot at the time. And remember, you know, these are like serialized things. So you used to have like episode 30, 350 to episode 360. But then the guy over there, he had like 350 to 370. Yeah, like, I want to have more. He has more episodes, you know?
Yeah.
Go with him. But honestly, those are sometimes. Those are sometimes. And I love those times because there's nothing, because my father loves African movies. He loves them. And there's nothing like you're at home and daddy comes in and he's like, oh, I got 2 new African movies. Just like, yes. Yes, you know, the weekend's about to be nice. Because at those times, but this is a part of the reason why I would miss those days. It would be the whole family. Right? The whole family in one room watching the TV. And everybody's talking and discussing, so it was real, you know, family time. Instead of almost everybody on their phones on different streaming devices. And while I do appreciate the streaming services, although I am consistently annoyed by the different streaming services. So you have to go to Disney for that, you have to go Paramount for that, for that. Like, that's annoying, but still. But those days, bro, those days were it. Those days were it, man. I'm telling you, sometimes we used to have like the person stole a movie in the theater. So on the CD, you got 2 movies instead of 1. And when you got that CD with the 2 movies, it was like the best thing. Because you got 2. And then I remember there's an upgrade where sometimes there are like 4 movies on the CD. And like, I remember we had a DVD where it wouldn't start from where it last ended. It would have to start from the beginning to the end. So we had those discs with the 4 CDs. We have to watch the first movie and try to fast forward it to get to the second movie.
Shout out Arm Swordsman, bro.
Yeah, those are the days, man. Those are the days.
I know them days, bro. Shout out Arm Swordsman, man. Nah, bro. One thing I'll say this, I'll never forget. You know what, black people, we got gentrified in something and we never fought back for it. We never fought back for it and we let this happen. This was the gentrification that we never argued about.
I like Kids Bop though.
What was that? What was the other one? Now That's Music.
Yes.
Nah, this was the gentrification that we never fought back for. Because this right here, this is what robbed the bootleggers. Because the bootleggers used to sell you a DVD of R&B tracks and it would have 12 different albums on one CD. And you'll pop it in there. They were the original mixtape. They were the original mixtape, and then we allowed gentrification to get away with this because then they start doing the same thing. Now that's R&B Volume 7. Now that's Hip Hop Volume 13. Now that's what I call music. Yep, they did that, and they took the bootlegger straight out, and they did it legally. They did it legally, bro. They stole their whole flow. But Clark, I'm gonna let you talk, man. Go ahead, Clark.
First of all, I want to say I appreciate y'all. This is my first time being here, so yeah.
Shout out to you.
Nervous.
Welcome. Don't be nervous.
Yeah, man. You guys been my favorite creators for the last number of months, man. I appreciate you guys. You guys I love the content.
Hey, thank you,
we
man.
appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Back to the topic, man. Bootleg, whoo, man. I have a lot of memories. Woo, my dad used to bootleg. Well, he didn't do it, but my dad used to work at the hospital when I was a kid. And man, his coworker was the plug. And they used to work at the hospital.
So when I was a kid, I would ask my dad, how'd you get all these movies? And he was like, man, don't worry about that, little man. Just watch your movie. And man, I watched Spider-Man 3, Eraser, the Phase 1 MCU films with the Hulk and Iron Man. I'm like, man. Of course, Norbit. But what else? Precious.
Yep.
With both them in that movie.
The Temptations ran the streets for a good month.
No, R. Kelly Trapped in the Closet on bootleg, which I didn't understand because it was on YouTube. But we still watched it on bootleg. All the series.
Just the bootleg, just for the love of the game.
Right.
No, but back when Alex said, man, I'll watch some of these movies. I'll see this old dude walk past the screen. I'm like, what was that? Well, that's all I had to say. I ain't gonna ramble too much. I appreciate y'all.
Hey, shout out Clark, man. Make
we
sure
hope
you come up
again.
Yeah, make sure you speak again, man. All right, Smiley, you came back up. What did you need to say, family, before we let Mr. Yankee close it off?
No, I just wanted to say Soul Plane went platinum in the hood.
Families, bro.
That was like the most name too. You know what you talking about with that Norbit though. And Soul Plane.
I'll tell you,
get that movie a lot of flack, but
I'll give you the top 5 movies that ran through the hood. Bootleggers ate for generations off of. Top 5. Any of the Friday series. Friday series. Money Talks with Chris. Was it Chris Rock? Chris Tucker. Yep. Money Talks. Baby Boy. Soul Plane. Yep. And for number 5, it was debatable, but number 5 was the Tyler Perry, the first Madea play. Tyler Perry's first Madea play.
Yes. Diary of a Mad Black Woman or something like that.
Yeah, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Yes.
Yeah, that was the main one. And Norbit was up there too.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Tyler Perry was getting bootleg like crazy. That's why he probably big now. And 50 Cent blew up off that, and the Lil Wayne thing too.
Yep.
The mixtapes. Oh my God. That's how they really got popular.
I even throw this one in there. I'm about to throw one that y'all wasn't even think about. Blue Street with Martin Lawrence.
Oh, yeah.
That one was feeding the hood.
Yep.
Snakes on a Plane was feeding the hood.
Oh my God, Snakes on the Plane.
I got one for y'all, man. I can keep going. These is the ones that somebody put that Madea clip. But these was the bootleggers. These was the bootleggers. Poetic Justice ran through the hood.
Yep. Blade did too for a little bit.
Blade did numbers in the
Blade did too. All 3 of them.
Juice, yep.
Wesley Snipes. Yep.
Hey man.
Yep, it was crazy. But that's all I had to say. That was, man.
Shout out to Sully. Shout out to you, man. All right, Mr. Yankee. Oh, I think I kicked Mr. Yankee. My fault. Mr. Yankee, come back up. Put your hand up.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me open back up. Go ahead, Mr. Yankee.
My fault, Yankee. My fault, bro. I pressed the wrong person. My fault, Yankee. Wrap it up so we can get to the next topic, Mr. Yankee. So 2 minutes, all right? Wrap it up.
All right, man. Shame on you, Kites, for not. Oh, hang on, hold on. Shame on you, Kites, for forgetting about the ultimate bootleg movie. Taken, man. Taken came out on the bootleg market before it went to theater. How did you forget about Taken?
Because you want to know why?
You know what?
You want to know why? I have a counter to Taken. I got a counter to Taken. Kangaroo Jack. Kangaroo Jack did way more numbers than Kangaroo Jack.
You brought that back?
Kangaroo Jack did numbers so crazy that Cartoon Network had to get it up off the streets. Kangaroo Jack did so much numbers, Cartoon Network had to save it from the streets. We was all, bro, I was walking in hair salons with 50-year-old women watching Kangaroo Jack. We had to get it up off the streets. Cartoon Network said we can't do this no more. These black people is enjoying too much content.
Yeah, they always take something good from us, man. They always does. Man, I had a kid bootlegger so cold. he did Kill Bill the way it should be, all in one movie. He had both part 1 and 2, volume 1 and volume 2 as one movie, the way it should, the way Quentin Tarantino did it. I don't know how he edited it, but it's a seamless movie. It doesn't even have the end credits until you see it at the very end. It showed everything from Oranishi all the way down to Bill's death. And the 5-pound pig heart trick, man.
He had a professional video editor. Okay, let's get on to topic number 2 because it's 7 o'clock. But luckily that topic was good enough, man. Because normally Pop the Balloon would have took up that first little hour, man. So we going solid. Topic number 2. Dang, this is a crazy topic. Who wrote this topic?
Yeah, that was my topic. Sorry.
This is your topic?
I'm just curious.
Nah, go ahead.
Yeah, because okay, so the topic is if you had the power to ban one overused or annoying word from today's everyday slang or pop culture vocabulary, which would you choose and what makes it so deserving of extinction? And it kind of goes into that conversation that we've been having a couple times, like where words are losing meaning and we're constantly just saying things and just adding different trends and like cute little definitions to them, and we're losing the overall meaning of what words truly mean. So that's what I'm asking. So like my example was, even though I wouldn't ban it, but my example is one that's very oversaturated. Is like period, like but with the T, not like the actual period at the end of the sentence, but they still use it in that way, but it has a double meaning now. Stuff like that. Or slay, whatever.
Nah, this is okay. Okay, now this is a good
open,
one.
y'all.
It's open. What is one word that y'all would ban or remove out of the dictionary that people don't say? Go ahead, raise up all them hands.
And it doesn't have to be a slang word. It could be just any word that's just overused, oversaturated. People take out of context, like stuff like that.
I would also advise when y'all come up here, let's make sure if it's a profanity you getting rid of, don't say the actual word, man. Remember, I gotta edit this. Be nice to me. All right, I gotta edit this. What word would I ban? What word would I ban? I would get rid of the word but. I would get rid of the word but.
Which but though?
I'm gonna
double
use
T or one T?
I would get rid of one T because we live in a day now where people can't accept, like, if you could say something super factual and people will go, no, you're 100% right and this is true, you're telling the truth, but that gets on my nerves. I do it too. Everybody does it, but exactly right there. You see that though? I would get it. I would get rid of that just because I feel like there are so many conversations now where we say something factual. We'll say something legit factual, and there will always be a guy, even though we all can prove the evidence, we can prove that it's legit, we can prove that the word is just simply there, and then there's always going to be one person that's going to say, yeah, you guys are right, but in my opinion, let's get rid of in my opinion. Let's get rid of that. But can make it. In my opinion, needs to get Thanos. Get it up out of here, man. Because I'm tired of hearing about it. If I say what's in the Bible, the answer should be, okay, it's in this scripture. I don't want to hear in my opinion about a Bible scripture and there is no scripture read in your opinion. I'm sick of that, man. But yeah, I can go off for days, man. Let's do this. Let's start getting everybody up here. Yeah, that's why I had to go back on it, because I say but. You get what I'm saying? All right. I'm going to start muting everybody real quick.
Oh, hi. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I've been watching you guys for a very long time, starting last year. But this is my first time ever on the show. Like, so hi. Hope you guys are doing well.
Hope you're doing great.
Okay, so my name is Amani, and I will say that I do agree with the topic that is at hand because I feel like I'm like Gen Z, but I feel like with our generation, even I was a victim. You know, I've done this too, but I feel like the whole issue with like narcissism and narcissistic or all this stuff, I feel like it's a cop out for like not being accountable for the actions you do in any of the relationships you may have. And I feel like every time you go on TikTok, you hear it all the time. And when you look at it from a biblical standpoint, if God told you not to hang out with like Day and you like Day, you know, you can't blame nobody for it. You can't say, hey, well, he's narcissistic and you spent whatever few years with him and you didn't get close to God. And we all gone through something similar to this. But I feel like when we did a statement on, you know, narcissism or, you know, well, narcissistic tendencies, anybody can have those forms of behaviors. But how do you fix that? How do you go above that? How do you not blame people for that? Because, you know, two people can tango and it's not just one person, but, you know, and God's telling you to stay away from certain people and you still willingly do that. Like, how can you fix that? I just feel like with my generation, and I also done that before, like, you can't say, oh, he's a narcissist. And I'm a married woman too. And it's like, I had to listen to my husband when he's telling me things and then vice versa. So I can't say, oh, well, you know, I'm upset at him, so I'm going to tell the world he's a narcissist. No, you sometimes listen. Sometimes you just have to listen and also do like that inner work and realize, okay, well, if this person has this tendency and they're saying I have this tendency, what are we going to fix? You know? So I feel like overused. That's all.
Hey, shout out to
Okay,
Amani.
I agree with that one. I agree.
Narcissist. So she would get rid of the word narcissist. I guarantee you she get rid of that word. A lot of TikTok creators gonna suddenly stop having things to talk about because she right. They love throwing that out. If you just disagree with somebody, you a narcissist. And I'm like, I don't even think y'all using this word in the right context.
And it's damaging to the point where we get comfortable with trying to like throw certain things on, like attach things to people. Like attaching narcissism to somebody is that's a serious thing, you know.
That's a lot. That comes to the lot. That's like an actual like medical or like
disorder.
Disorder. You can't just just throw that out because he didn't listen to you or she didn't listen to you or your mom, she didn't do one thing for you. You can't do that. Like that's just really not fair, and I had to learn that too. I'm gonna be 28 this year, and it shouldn't take you years to figure this out, but it's just so true. Right. You can't do that,
Right.
That's all I'm saying. But I really love y'all's content a lot. Like I watch it all the time. And I saw the video about the pop the balloon, and it is unfortunate that you guys can't do those videos the way that you normally were doing the videos. And I understand from their point of view as well, but I'm still going to be watching you guys regardless because I like the Reddit stuff too. That's really good too. So.
Thank you. We appreciate the support.
Shout out to you.
Okay. Have a nice day. I'll be down in this cat.
All right, you too.
Feel free to speak on the next topic. All right, let's go.
I just followed her on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Shout out to don't forget to Imani, don't forget to shameless plug your YouTube channel, family. All right, Marie, or I don't want to be disrespectful. Is it Marie or Mary? Marie?
Marie.
Okay. Go ahead. What is the word that you would get rid of?
Oh, Alex already took my mouth. I will hopefully get rid of that word. Just after every sentence, like they say like period. And it's like, oh boy, I hear it all the time. And even with the T, it's just even worse for me. So let me keep it short because Alex beats the punch. But yes, I will definitely get rid of the word period.
Okay. Period getting smoked. All right. Shout out to Marie. Mr. Yankee, what is the word that you would get rid of? One word. Make sure you censor it, please.
Easy word quote of the past 10 years for millennials. Type S blank S asterisk H S asterisk IT.
Oh, I can't stand
Type stuff.
Type stuff. Yo.
I
Type stuff.
cannot stand that phrase. I cannot stand that phrase. I dang show cannot stand PERIODT. I be ready to punch somebody. When women say it, I be like the Hulk. I'm trying not to Hulk out. Try not to Hulk out.
Nah, type stuff.
You're making me angry.
Yeah, type stuff
don't
needs
make
to
me
go.
angry.
It needs to go. Type stuff needs to go because, bro, the amount of YouTube videos that I'm like, bro, y'all use it like it's a natural expression. Y'all use it even if it don't even fit no more, bruh. Like they be like, yeah, man, yeah, I'm about to go get myself some chicken type stuff. Like it's like, bro, why did you add that? Like, just go get you some chicken.
I just went to a funeral today. Oh, type stuff. Like
what does that mean, bro?
And as a New Yorker, man, I'm like this. Oh, know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I be like that. That comes out natural. Like, nah, I mean? Know what I'm saying? Everything good. And such, you know what I mean? It's how you say it, and on top of that, I just hate it, man, because it doesn't come out naturally. It feels like it's manufactured. The phrase is manufactured. It feels manufactured. Doesn't feel genuine. It feels coonish, if you ask me. Mm-hmm. It feels like on some coon stuff, if you ask me. But to each his own. I mean, I'm not hating it, but I hate it, but I can't hate it if somebody uses it. I just like, but I'll be like, how natural does that sound? Right. Type blank. I be hearing these young kids say it. It's like nails on a chalkboard grading.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't stand it. That's it. That's it.
Shout out to Mr. Yankee. Type ish. I'll get rid of that too. I ain't gonna cap. I'll get rid. It don't fit in conversations. I feel like they be forcing it, but I think it's because streamers say it so much. But I forgot what stream we were watching. One streamer, he like, if you broke this sentence down, like he was like, I be, the way I'm feeling type ish. I've been going through a lot type ish. So like, I'm just trying to make it through it type ish. And it's like, dang, bro, like it's like
it's hard to have conversations with people because you gotta kind of like have them translate what they're saying in the middle of their sentences most of the time. Cause it's like, what are we actually talking about here? Because I didn't hear nothing other than I just had a hard day. Well, what made it hard? The type stuff? What stuff made it hard? I don't know, bro.
Go ahead, Miles. What word would you get rid of, brother? What word or expression?
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
I didn't want to, I got to piggyback off of what Yankee was saying because, we've been growing up in New York, you know what I mean? Like you hit it all the time. I hate it.
You know what I mean?
Never liked it. I don't like it either. No, we don't. I grew up with scholar parents who moved out from the hood. No, I don't like that either. We're not doing that. I'm not gonna give them a pass and then let the kids don't have the type S. No, I don't like theirs. I don't like ours either. They both equally as annoying. I don't like the term they.
They. Okay.
I don't like when people just using like they as far then they don't want to say who it is. Or well, you know what they say, and it's like, well, who's they? I mean,
okay.
The people, and it's like, say who's they, like who you referring to, and then they never want to refer to that. But I don't personally, for me, I'm not a big fan of crazy work. That phrase, I can't get a good reading as a comedian when I'm trying to work on new material because I'll say something, and then the young people now, even older people say, yo, what you said is crazy work, and I'm like, why you gotta say just laugh? Like you don't gotta. I respond to more laughter. I don't need you to keep repeating what I'm saying and put crazy work. I need you to laugh. I need you to give me a response, not whatever you just said. That's crazy work. It's like, nah, man. I gotta hear you. I need you to ha. I need to hear a chuckle. So it's like that crazy work. I think it comes from like the era of the pills and stuff. Everybody's all drugged out, so they speaking in like drug form. the little yachties, the scissor era, they get off they're high all the time, so they don't have the energy to laugh. So everything is, yo man, yo that's crazy work. Yo, TPindell, yo, that's crazy. That's diabolical. You know what I'm saying? It's just
diabolical's funny.
I was gonna say
diabolical's funny. I'm sorry. Diabolical is a funny word, bro. Every time I hear somebody say it, when I read it online, it just makes it sound so much funnier than it needs to be, bro. When somebody's like, yo, man, that dude just got jumped, that was diabolical. It's just like, because it's like, you really, that's not the first word that should pop up in your mind. But if you have to reach in that bag to pull diabolical out, it's like, it just adds emphasis, like, all right, bro, like, I get it, though. Diabolical is funny to me.
It's dramatic. It's a dramatic word.
Expeditiously? Yep, expeditiously.
Yeah, but I'm gonna just stick to the word they. I'll just stick to the they. That the they for me is just that's the one I don't like. I'm kind of, refer to me who you're actually talking about. I don't want to hear just they. You know what they be saying? Who's they? That's the only thing for me.
No, that's facts. All right, shout out Miles, man. He said he gonna get rid of. Oh. Why did Miles? You did that to yourself. You did that to yourself because I do. You know this process. You are a veteran in this Flock Talk streets. You know the rules. You know how this work. You tried to say something else. You did it to yourself. I'm not gonna apologize for my actions.
That pause, bro. I thought, that's somebody gonna say pause at some point because I'm sick of hearing it.
Nah,
too.
you know that was not my fault. That one was all you.
I was just throwing the alley oop to Chris because I know he gonna come up with something crazy. I was just throwing it back. We're peaceful now. We're here now. We're brothers in arms.
Y'all Goku and Vegeta.
I'm so sick of Miles, bro. I'm so
Goku
tired
and Vegeta
of him,
now,
bro.
Y'all done became friends through fighting.
Yeah. Well, I'm Goku definitely. But, I mean, he could be Vegeta or Krillin or something. I mean, that's fine. Yeah.
Hey man, I mean, it depends on what era of Goku and Vegeta, because Vegeta can definitely win the fight now. He can win the fight now, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, he ain't do Ultra Instinct, so at the end of the day,
he got Ultra Ego. Ultra Ego is up there with it. You gotta remember.
Hey man, he cried when Jiren punched him in the face at the end. I ain't trying to hear that. He cried and said, "Kakarot, I need you to take care of it." And I ain't trying to hear that. He's still second.
All right, shout out Balls, man. Go ahead, Chris. What is one word or expression you would get rid of in today's speech?
Oh, baby girl.
Dang, that's crazy.
No, I'm just kidding with you. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, y'all. Just kidding. Now, one word I would get rid of is masculine toxicity.
Masculine,
yes.
Toxic masculinity. All right, that's fair.
Yeah,
go ahead, break it down. Okay. No,
because there is no such thing as toxic masculinity. That's like saying toxic femininity, which there's no such thing as it.
Right.
Because it's like, listen, if it wasn't for a masculine man protecting this country, you wouldn't have the freedom to speak your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
If you really think about it, because if it wasn't for the brave men and women that fought for our freedoms, we wouldn't be able to wear or talk the way that we want to.
Mm-hmm. No, you know what, Chris? I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you because for some reason masculinity and femininity don't even fit into categories that it used to fit into now, to the point where I saw some dude said, yeah, I like to get my wife and I like to treat my wife and buy her gifts, and people in the comments was like, I love a man that's in touch with his femininity. I'm like, dang, giving gifts is feminine? Like, like what?
No.
I saw one thing. One girl said, "Yeah, when I I like when my husband, when he goes out to do the yard work, I like to trim the hedges. You know, it's a fun little bonding experience for me and my husband. Yeah, man. You're all the chicks in the comments. Yeah, girl, you know, sometimes you gotta tap into your masculinity. I said hedging trees is masculine. Y'all realize that there are literally studios of artists, of female artists that make pottery art. Y'all done masculinized cutting leaves, bro. It's so bad, dog. But Chris, you was cooking with that one, man. That's a good one. Yeah, man.
Go ahead, guys.
Go ahead. My fault. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
My thing is this: it's that masculinity that shapes our society. And if you don't have that in society, you have chaos.
Mm-hmm.
You have people running around doing whatever. And there was a story in the news. I don't know if you guys heard about the father running over the sheriff here, because that happened here in Cincinnati. And I want to shout out to that sheriff for his 33 years of his masculinity here and protecting our community, and for doing that for us. So that's a shout out to him. So, yes.
I'm not caught up with the story, but hey, I'm not gonna stop nobody from shouting out. Yep. Shout.
It's been all over the news, man. Like, it's been all over the news. Like literally, like the story itself has gone like viral. It's gotten viral all over everywhere.
I'm gonna tell you right now, my algorithm has been full of a white lady saying the N-word. I haven't.
Well, that also too.
Yeah. Oh, that was a topic too. I don't know if we're gonna talk about it.
All right, Smiley. What is one word that you would get rid of, brother?
It's actually like 3 words. It's gonna be real quick.
It's an expression, so go ahead, man.
Okay. So the first word I get rid of is YN. Yes. I hate that word YN, because it's like the new Pookie. Because back in the day, like they used to say Pookie, and right now the new word for the young dudes is like YN, and that's like calling everybody in the young generation like a crash out, basically. I don't like that. And then like the other 2 things is like red pill 50-50 and bring to the table crap. That's all.
Okay. No, those are that's valid.
Yeah, but the YN is number 1, because everybody, like, just because you young, you ain't a YN. I'm sick of people calling me a YN. Like, that's crazy.
Oh, that's fact. That's facts. If you guys, the West actually be pushing that podcast that he told y'all to check out. It's called the Grits and Eggs Podcast. It's this podcast right here. The Grits and Egg Podcast. He actually did a segment talking about YN and how it's actually an expression that is damaging towards the black community, because now it's a cover-up way of people to say the N-word. So when you hear and every culture has gotten comfortable calling people YNs. Oh, I'm a YN, when we all know YN stands for young nigga. That's what it means. So when you're calling,
it's an abbreviation.
Yeah. So when people are calling people YNs, you're calling somebody young nigga. And so, so I agree. I don't like using it. I don't like other people using it. And it's to the point where I'm watching streams of other cultures who have somehow transformed that expression into a way that they can say it in replacement for the N-word, so they can rock with it without getting in trouble for saying the actual N-word. Because I'm seeing Asian streamers, I'm a YN. I'm seeing white streamers, I'm a YN. I'm seeing Mexican streamers, I'm a YN. And then they point at black kids, man, you just a YN, you a crash out, you a YN. It's like, that's just a cover up, bro. So yeah, no, I agree with you, Smiley. We need to get rid of that out of there. It needs to leave.
Yeah, because it's offensive. It's basically calling black people crash outs and crash dummies. Cause it started like in Chicago. I don't know if y'all really know about like the Chicago drill scene.
Yeah.
But it's like a new rapper named like Lil Jeff, Bloodhound Lil Jeff. He passed away or whatever, and he was killing like 11 people, and he was like a real popular rapper, and he was like that's like the quote unquote king. They start using the YN things like, oh, you a crash out just like Jeff and all of that. So it really started like in Chicago, and then it got popularized everywhere else. So it is really an offensive thing to really call somebody that, because not all young black people is crash outs.
No, that's
But
facts.
yeah, that's
all right. Shout out to you, Smiley. All right, Jules. Jules, what is one word or expression that you would get rid of from vocabulary that we use today? If you're talking, we can't hear you, brother.
Jules might have to join, like leave and come back.
Yeah, I don't know why this always happens to Jules, man. He always gotta, Jules, you gotta leave and come back, brother. I don't know why it be cooking you like this. All right, Will Too Humble. What is one word or expression that you would get rid of?
I find it crazy because I got actually a couple, but I think the one that I will say, I think it comes from, I guess, from the streaming and the content creation side of video games, I would say, for me, because I'm a part of that. It's definitely, especially being competitive. This person, he's, trash. He's trash. But if you get rid of the trash, you say the other word.
Oh,
and
ASS?
not only that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, he's trash. And the other one is, the trashy player. But if you were to replace trashy player, then you would know what I'm talking about when it comes to that one.
Yeah.
I would absolutely get rid of those, is because the ones who really be sitting up there talking like that and sitting up there really expressing their like feelings towards it, it's like, you have never ever played somebody so great like that, and you never dealt with frustration when it comes to playing video games, period. It's like you having to go to like a final boss and sit up here having to fight it over and over because you have to understand the pattern of how it fights. But since I messed up and died so many times, they're basically saying, "Oh, this guy ain't good. He's a trashy player. This dude, he's bad." Blah blah blah. And it's just like, dang, bro, like give me some time to really adjust to this so I can get it right. Give me some time. Like it's not gonna last forever, but it's always like a first impression thing. And that's another thing too, like first impressions. Like, I don't expect first impressions to be 110% guaranteed to just work. Like, it takes time. Like, you have to study. It's almost like, okay, I gotta sit here and I do my study and I'm expecting to get all the answers right. Like, that doesn't work like that. It may be something that I missed. I might have to go over it, but sometimes you forget. So overall, I just think that when you sit there and just talk about somebody who is really trying to work and try to understand the flow of things, they just get called and say that, oh yeah, you're trash. And it's like, all right, bet. Okay, how about you play me and then we'll see who's bad. But that's all I wanted to say.
No, that's facts. That's valid. Shout out to Will Too Humble. That comes with the competitive scene and with the world of, because we're in competitive of everybody's trying to be good, everybody's trying to be top content, everybody's trying to be doing that. People believe that the best way for you to get notoriety is you have to tear somebody down to build yourself up. So it gets to the point, I'm watching dudes play Call of Duty. They got 45 kills, no deaths, and there's still gonna be somebody in there calling them like, yeah, this dude sucks, he's trash, man, I could do better than him. And it's like, bro, the dude didn't even say nothing to you. He's just playing the game, enjoying the game. Why he got to be trash?
It makes you not want to play. It makes you not want to play co-op games.
Jules, go ahead, man.
Thanks.
It's Jules.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, we can.
Yes, sir.
All right. A word I would definitely want to get rid of. I'm not sure if I can even say it on here, so I'm gonna just spell it Gyatt.
Oh, gat?
Oh, yeah, you can say it.
You can say gat.
Got it. Yeah, I'm sick of hearing it. I'm sick of people saying it. I'm sick of hearing it. I'm sick of people describing women in particular with it. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
No, that's fine.
Armed swordsman is stupid.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it because it is annoying because the gat thing it does get stupid because now it's like we don't even use it in proper sentences. In like sentences, it's like you hear people like, "Oh yeah, she got gat," and it's like okay, bro, just say she thick or something, man. But they do that because it used to be where they're making fun of basically how old like the OGs and stuff when they used to see a thick woman they'd be like, "God dang." That's basically what they did. They just got the god dang out of it and they just put gat. But it's the new eras basically putting that together, man. Armed swordsman, if there's one word you can get rid of, what word would you get rid of or expression?
Yeah, so going through all of this, I'm literally dying.
I'm literally dying.
Annoys me so much. We have a word for figurative things. It's figurative. Why do you use the opposite word to refer to the opposite thing? I do not understand. And the level of which it annoys me is profound and far-reaching.
That Jamaican soul coming out.
Why? We have a whole word for it's like, all right. You know what else annoys me? It's like when we use bad to refer to something good.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of the food was good, we said that was bad. I was like, but there's a word. The opposite word means what you're trying to say. How do you use the word that doesn't mean what you're trying to say for what you're trying to say? It blows my mind. My mind. But those two annoy everything out of me.
That's valid. I'm literally dead. It's like, all right, I guess. Bear Claw, go ahead, man.
Yeah, there's a lot, but I'll just keep it short. Simple, 2 words. I'm T. Look, man, I'm T, dude. Tea is a beverage. Yeah, I'm tea.
Tea.
The stuff that
like they say, the body's tea. It's like
right. It's that, and women saying clock in, and they doing the thing with their fingers. I'm like, look, it's just tea is a beverage. All right, clocking is a clock. That's time. Like, come on, y'all. I understand some stuff is cool to say, but that just rubs me the wrong way. Like, I'm tea. I'm like, tea ain't even fine when you look at a glass of tea. It's dark liquid. Like I mean,
tea is healthy for you though.
It's healthy.
Freshly brewed. It's hot. It's piping hot.
Yeah, but come on, man. Come on. I don't like that.
That's valid.
My Bear Claw left. I wanted to ask him, does his wife say it?
Stepper, if you could get rid of one word, what would you get rid of? You said she does. That's funny.
I hate that word.
Dang,
bro, not you just say it. We told you not
hate that word,
bro. Yo, it's something about you. Nah, bro, it's crazy. It's something about you New Yorkers, bro. It's something about you New Yorkers, man.
I told you to censor it,
bruh.
And the minute is up anyway.
I
gotta close the poll.
It's something about you New Yorkers, man. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is about you New Yorkers, man.
You hate the word stepper, but we told you to censor it. We told everybody if it's a word that you don't like, and it needs to be, and you know you can't say it, you have to censor it.
It's like, and the reason why I'm saying this to New Yorkers, cause it's only like the East Coast people, bruh. I don't know why the East Coast people, y'all be slipping up every time, dog. Every time it's the East Coast.
Nah, that's crazy.
That's crazy, dog.
You can't hold it, bruh.
Respect my platform, people. Come on. I just said I don't want to do no more censoring, bruh. Every time y'all cuss on here, you know what I got to do? I got to go to my editing program. I got to find the exact moment you said it, and I got to censor it, bro. Y'all giving me extra work, dog.
You gotta watch this live back 2 times.
Yeah, bro, y'all be killing me, man. How we go through the whole thing, and the only people that been cursing on the podcast have been the New Yorkers. Y'all doing bad right now, man. Y'all are doing horrible right now, dog.
Maria she ain't been cussing. Don't do her like that, bro.
Oh, bro,
don't do her like that.
That don't. Nah, dog. Nah, dog. Y'all doing horrendous today, man. Y'all stocks is down, bro. The West Coast might be the best coast because the way y'all slipping up is phenomenally crazy, dog. The only one is Marie and Miles, man. Y'all 2 out of 4 right now. That's crazy, boy. No, I'll give you your respect, Miles. Y'all 2 out of 4 right now, dog.
Piss me off. Chris got this dog on orbit. What happened to that lady, bro? What happened to that lady?
Mr. Yankee, I think we already got your word, right? Who hasn't said their word, man?
Okay. I think it's Miles and Mr. Yankee.
Okay. You said I can't blame the
Mr.
East
Yankee
Coast. Ain't nothing wrong with the East Coast. Yeah, apparently, if Detroit not safe either. West be messing up. West is a Detroiter.
Bro.
West is from Detroit. Yep. He be messing up. Y'all just as bad as New York. Y'all not exempt. Let me back up, Kites. No. 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 You said it crystal clear. At least when Mr. Yankee been slipping up, he been catching. He said, "Oh, my fault. You just said it bold." like dang. You came out.
Yeah, we see clocking.
We came out no neutral. You ain't even played a neutral game. You just threw it straight DP. Like. You ain't do no footsies. You ain't do no type of button inputs. You ain't do no whip punishes. You just threw straight DP, EXDP. From neutral, dog. Like, there's no way. At least get some footwork in the mics, man. Hey, go ahead, Mr. Yankee. Man. Can you gotta redeem New York, Mr. Yankee. It's time for you to redeem New York. Y'all doing bad.
I gotta redeem New York and Detroit. I gotta do.
Look, this girl trying to cook them now. Okay, go ahead.
Now, in the Urban Dictionary, what is the new word in the Urban Dictionary? I'm gonna do a Google search right quick. There's a
new word
that a lot of people using.
Step and raise your hand, man.
It's really bad.
Step and raise your hand, folks.
Hold on, did you open it back up?
Yeah, I opened it back. Raise your hand, Stepper.
Yep, this new Urban Dictionary, man. They got a new one. It's called positive. What is that?
What
positive? It's a pronoun that makes positive gossip.
What?
What is it?
Yeah. It's in the Urban Dictionary. It's called positive. POSSIP. Positive. Positive gossip.
You know, God go. You know,
come up with this, man.
Jesus is gonna come back, and he said he coming back with a sword, and we're cooked, man.
And ChatGPT just put it out there, man. Like, if you know, it's okay. I don't know if y'all use ChatGPT or any type of AI, thing. My Gemini's got it on what's name, and I Apple iPhone got that smart AI or whatever they want to call it. I think it's dumb. But they said, like, okay, you know how we were taught? You know how we as us color folk, I like to say color folk, we speak now. ChatGPT and what's name can actually. It's starting to feel like they are reaching. Yeah, the vernacular. Like if we're using it, they'll say if we want. Like I'm reading a thing or a comment of a movie, they'll say or something that happened in a movie or somebody that was in a movie or something like that. It's like no, it was no beef. Like they're using our slang. I'm like, what the heck is we're just limited down to the slang. We just can't talk and articulate our words anymore. I mean, okay. That's new.
Gossip is
This is
crazy.
weird, man.
No, I get
Yeah. Positive gossip. Positive. That's the new word. It's on Urban Dictionary. Y'all can look it up. Weird.
Ray Hanma, shout out Ray Hanma in the chat. He says swag needs to go. Swag for sure needs to go. Swag was a horrible word, bro. Now swagger, I like swagger. Swagger's a good word.
Okay.
Yeah, but then IGN messed swagger
I like
up.
that cologne too.
They said Miles Morales swings on webs with the exaggerated swagger of a black teen. So it's like, what does that
swag
mean?
stuff we all get? Tell them Bear Claw, not
All
Bear
right,
Claw. I'm thinking of Bear Lady.
Miles, pack it up, man. Let's finish this up, man.
Like delicious.
All right, man. Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Cool. I got a word. I think I got PTSD from this word since I was a teenager. So yeah, I don't like this word. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. I was going for my driver's permit when I was 15 on everything. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it went down. I already failed 3 times already.
Dang.
Right. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get it this time. I'm studying hard. I'm ready. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. So man, I go take the test. I'm getting questions wrong. I'm starting to get them right, and I got to get one more question right. If I get this wrong, I fail. So then I failed it, and then I went to the car. My mom said, "Yo, what happened?" And I was like, "Man, I failed again, man. That question was a trick. I didn't get it." She said, "What was the question?" I was like, "It said, what do you do when you're suffering from combat fatigue?" And she said, "I don't know what you're talking about." I didn't know either. I didn't get it. She's like, "So what'd you say?" I looked at the answer. I said, "Well, I think it said that you should speed up and go home." And they said, "No, you're supposed to pull over to the side and take a nap." And my mom was like, "Wait, you talking about fatigue?" And I was like, "What's fatigue? I don't know what fatigue is." She was like, "It's when you get tired." You just say tired then. I was like, "Who uses the word fatigue?" I'm sorry, I don't like that word. I think it's a stupid word. Just say tired. I don't fatigue. Who really uses that in their everyday life? You just tired.
Wait, how did you pronounce it when you was a kid?
I read it and it said the question was, what do you do? And this is actually one of my jokes I say on stage, but it's a true story though. I'm just giving y'all some of my material, but I do say this on stage. But the question was, what do you do when you're suffering from combat fatigue? That's how I pronounced it. It said fatigue. That's what I thought. FATIGUE, fatigue. That's what I thought it was.
The public school system has failed us so bad, bro. Because I was talking about some actual goo. Like what?
He said
I don't know what fatigue was. I really thought fatigue was. I didn't know what it was.
Fatigue.
Apparently, it meant tired. I didn't.
No, that's fair.
That's a good word, bro.
It's like I didn't. You know what's crazy? It's like when you're going up through elementary school and middle school, there's words that you have access to, but then it's something about when you get straight to high school, you start hearing words or expressions that just be heavy. Because as soon as I got into high school and I start getting into sports, all of a sudden everybody and their mama says fatigue. So it's like, that's why I knew fatigue, because everybody and their mama was using it. You had cheerleaders talking about, I need water, I'm suffering from fatigue. And I'm like, dang, what the freak is that? But nah, it's like, I get it. I get it.
So apparently, armed swordsman saying, "Oh, fatigue is slightly different from tired." Man, it's from the same man. Both of them got the same. You need to rest on both. I ain't trying to hear that. Tired, fatigue, it's the same thing. I ain't trying to just because you try to make it sound eloquent. You tired.
But the sad part the sad part is fatigue got two meanings because fatigue is also a type of clothing that they use in the military. You got to put on your fatigues.
Yeah.
So it's like I get it. All right.
Man, get that word out of the dictionary.
Shout out to it. Nitro, did you have anything or were you chilling, man?
Fatty goo.
Fatty goo. That's funny, dog.
Sorry. I had myself muted.
No, you're good.
Nah. Demon time.
Demon.
Oh yeah,
that is a great
that one is a good one. That
I'm just gonna leave
that
with
one's real
one,
popular and during the pandemic.
Let's just get rid of
even now people are still saying it.
Get rid of the expression "I'm a demon" in general. Get rid of all that.
Group them together.
Yeah.
Group them together.
Or I'm a fiend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a thug.
That was a good one. Don't take me. Don't take
I'm a thug. No, you're not. You're not no gangster. I'm a thug. No, you're not. You're not no gangster.
It's different, bro. It's different. I'm truly humbled under God, bro. That's what it means.
God, bro. I can't believe we really let a lawyer argue that thug means truly humble under God and get Young Thug out of a RICO, and we have people celebrating. The fact that he got out of jail with a lawyer saying that expression just told me that it didn't matter if the justice system was accurate or not. We can just do anything at this point. We can just do anything at this point. But yeah, nah, demon needs to go. I don't think people. Yeah, that truly humble under God. He needed his tail whooped as soon as he said that. As soon as he threw up that thug meant truly humbled under God, somebody should have hopped over that counter and whooped Brian Steele's tail. Because there is no way he actually used that, and you are a guy who went to school to be a lawyer. That is the most out of the pocket, desperate, half-court shot expression I've ever seen in the court of law. And the fact that he won with that is crazy. If I would have been studying to get the lawyer bar, I would have been doing my bar exam, and I would have saw this case while I was studying for the bar exam, I would have just gave up being a lawyer, because anybody can do it at this point. Anybody can do it. We talking about all this music when he's saying thug. It's because he's truly humble under God with the Draco in his hand. How does that make sense? Yeah, man, but nah, this was fire. I like this Flock Talk. This Flock Talk was great, man. Alex, you got anything you want to say, my dear?
Nah, this was a real fun, engaging Flock Talk. We closing out, right?
Yeah, we wrapping it up.
What time is it? Okay, so we're closing out. Any topics that we did not get to today, I'm gonna transfer them over to next week's Flock Talk, and we're gonna start off with Miles's topic, and then we're gonna go down. Steppa, we gotta look at that news video first to see if we can even share that like to the audience to get the to do the topic, and then Yankee, and then whoever else chooses to do a topic. So I'm gonna do a new Flock topics right now for y'all. But no, this was good. This was funny.
This is a funny Flock Talk, man. Melanie said, I never know when y'all go live. You don't be paying attention. We say it all the time. Flock Talk is actually, it's about to go back to Thursdays. Flock Talk about to go back to Thursdays because now we ain't got no restrictions on what we need to do. We're not reviewing the rest of that Netflix Pop the Balloon. I'm not finna waste my time on that. Flock Talk finna go back to Thursdays. I think y'all like Thursdays better than the Fridays anyway. Fridays is cool, but I feel like the Thursdays was perfect because it was in the middle of the week. It was getting people through the week. It's like we getting back to what we need to do. Flock Talks is coming back Thursdays. Pop the Balloon Wednesdays, it's gonna still be a Pop the Balloon Wednesday. It's just gonna be through somebody else. So, hey, it's the new era. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure you guys like it. Like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want to start talking on these Flock Talks, remember the Flock Talks is for the public. If you guys want to speak, the Discord is free to enter. It's free to enter. We ain't got no restrictions. There's no paywall here. None of these people had to pay any dollars to be up here and talk they talk. We have a section for you to plug your content. If you're a content creator, we let you plug your content. We let you shout your stuff out, because at the end of the day, if we eating, everybody need to eat too. That's just how it gotta work. Because if y'all starving, we starving. You know what I'm saying? So I thank everybody for being a part of the wonderful Flock Talk audience, whether you spoke or you didn't speak, whether you chatted or not. I thank you guys for being in the YouTube audience. Thank you for the 82 likes. We peaked at about 77 people up in the live. Shout out to 78 people, my fault. 78 people in the live. Like y'all know, to the people that are like, I'm gonna miss y'all Pop the Balloon reactions, go to the Twitch. Go to the Twitch. Go to the Twitch. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say too much. Go to the Twitch. All right. Don't forget, Twitch streams are gonna be coming out more often. We're gonna be doing that. Don't forget to check out the gaming channel. Don't forget to, when we start, you guys like these Reddit stories, we will keep posting these Reddit stories. Twitch is free. Yes, you don't have to pay for Twitch. If you have Amazon, you can link your account to it and get Twitch Prime for free. But anyway, have a great weekend. Reddit stories will always be coming out in the morning. If you guys want, we can do 2 Reddit stories a day, but we still got to post other content too. So if y'all want 2 Reddit stories a day, y'all got to go run the likes up, run the views up on the other Reddit stories so it can start circulating. All right. Do y'all plan on playing Life is Strange? Alex already played Life is Strange one time. She thought the game was boring.
I'm sorry, y'all. I was falling asleep playing that game.
But we are going to be playing Wolf Among Us. Wolf Among Us. We will be doing that on the gaming channel. So go check that out. Don't forget to be blessed. We love y'all. Peace.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, man.